you think these days have structure in them?
Well, that's the thing. So the Grail period. Oh God, the Grail period, right? Um, there's a lot of things we could do with it. A lot of places we could go. A lot of quests we could force ourselves on. Um, but I also want to take this opportunity to tie up any what we might perceive as loose ends or things that have been I don't know, hanging out that we haven't touched on in a while, because the Twilight period, which is the period following the Grail period, is very much, there's not a lot of room, there's not a lot of wiggle room to explore. So this is our last, I don't know, kind of exploratory period, if you will.
Wait,
Um,
we already made it through the whole Grails time?
no, no, this is we're planning what to do during the Grail time.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
what happened? It was like gone. I
So
missed one session.
yeah, no, the way that I've been thinking about this is sort of a personalized Grail quest, if you will.
Mm.
Yes. Like I don't know what parts of this whole Pendragon thing you found most engaging or least engaging. And I've got a lot of, I don't know, ideas and scenes that I can incorporate into whatever further adventure for the Grail quest. So I'm not, I don't need all of your ideas, but I would sure like some. So then I can weave together all these bits that I have to make a coherent adventure that touches on the stuff that you guys want to touch on before, we just go straight to the end, more or less. There's also an opportunity for like a time jump. So the way I had been thinking about it is we do the Grail quest, and that could time jump us a number of years forward, which will put us like on the fast track out of the Great Pendragon campaign. Um, the other option is that the Grail period, although like all these things take multiple sessions, it doesn't take that many years. There are events happening outside of the Grail quest in the actual years, but for most knights that are gone like a long time, like the guys that achieve the Grail in this story, they're gone for many years. So if it's 1 year full of crazy adventure, that's fine. If it's we find the Grail and have lots of crazy adventures, and then when we get back to like our regularly scheduled Pendragon routine, right, with like winter phase and everything, that we've jumped forward in time a significant bit. Because while you're on the Grail quest, there's not going to be winter phase, even if it does take multiple years.
Well, I feel like the Grail should be at the end, not at the beginning of the time.
Yes, absolutely. That's okay. So I'll put Grail at the end.
We're not gonna find it and then go on more adventures, right?
Yeah,
We're like,
yeah, yeah. Well,
yeah.
okay, yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. Grail at the end. That sounds reasonable.
Or surprise us in the middle, but like not right up front.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No,
We
it'll
stumble
it'll
upon a
it'll be
location
at
depending
the
on whatever.
end,
Yeah.
and there is like a final. I don't know, like now the Grail quest is like drawing to its conclusion. These are the things that are going to happen. But up until then, right? Up until we achieve the Grail, as it were, um, there's some shit that we want to address and take care of. So I don't know if we want to start. Well, yeah, let's just start the way that I was thinking about earlier. So, your squires, right? Um, put yourself in your squire's seat for the moment. So, Sir Lad, who is your squire that you're dragging on the Grail quest with you? Devin, who's your squire?
um, Currently it is Sweet Last Two.
Sweet last the second. Okay. And all right, we'll go around. And Sir Beatrice, who's your squire?
Mm-hmm. Uh, Walter with an H.
Walter. Okay, like Whalter.
No, not there.
Uh huh. Where?
You have to guess.
Wah.
I'm gonna say no to everything you
Oh
say.
oh. Wal. T-H-E-R.
Ooh, that's a good one. You know, I'll just put H's everywhere.
Walter. All right, it's got two H's. It's Whalther.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, wow, wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
And Sir Bradwin, do you remember the name of your squire?
Nope.
Okay, let's check your sheet because I don't know if you had a squire that graduated, like the winter phase
I,
right before, right?
I think my squire is still green enough to stay squiring. We'll call the
Squabby,
squire
squabby.
skewerer.
It's
Skewerer.
squabby.
Skewerer. Right? Skewerer. Because they skewer.
No, I
They
think
skewer things.
yeah, no, well, you have written down squabby, and they're 16 years old.
Fucking A. All right, fine. I remember them being young. All right, fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. That's all we'll focus on for now. So put yourselves in your squire's shoes.
Ugh.
What makes you think my squire has shoes?
Okay, they're I don't know, toenails.
I don't want to be in their toenails though.
Put yourself inside of your squire's body and brain. So what does Sweet Lass think? Or has she heard rumors about, the Grail, for instance? Like, does she care about it? Does she not? Does she think it's whatever guarded by dogs or anything?
Um, she wants vengeance on a wicked god that would slay half her family.
Okay.
Yeah,
Her heart has been poisoned.
yeah, yep, that makes sense. That's wonderful. And how does her vengeance relate to the Grail? I guess is that her vehicle?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not really sure what she's gonna do.
Okay. Well, how does she think she's gonna use the Grail to like, I don't know. Is she gonna like break it?
Yeah,
Or
break it, piss in it, something.
all right, defile.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
Off to an interesting start.
Yeah, that's why we start with Sweet Lass the Second. Um, all right.
Thank you, sweet lass.
Yep. Does she know of any? Does she suspect any obstacles between her and the Grail?
Probably some crazy shit, some talking lions, or something murdery.
There's always some talking lines or something murdery.
Yeah. I mean, talking lions, crazy shit, murdery. Yep. Yep. Okay. Um. All right. And what are her personal consequences if she fails? Like, if she doesn't make it home, or doesn't find the Grail, or cannot defile it?
Um, like what do you mean? Like throw herself off
Yeah.
of a
Yeah. What does
cliff
she
or
think is
something?
gonna happen if she can't achieve the Grail?
Um, I mean, she's psychologically broken. I don't-
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's one of the running themes in this campaign. You become so obsessed with something that when you fail to achieve it, you just can't handle it.
In this camp, I know real people.
Right? In this campaign, because that's all we can stand to analyze. Um, all right, Walter. What about them?
Walter.
Yeah, rumors about the Grail or personal reasons for not running away? Because Walter really has no choice but to go on this.
Oh,
So,
yes.
yeah.
Reasons for not running away or obstacles he might think be in the way.
Yeah. Have people been telling him ghost stories or,
Um, I think it's something along the lines of only true believers in Jesus and followers of his teachings will even be able to chance to find the Grail.
okay.
That's what he thinks, anyways.
That's a popular rumor. What does he think it's going to do when? Does he believe he's going to find it, or does he believe in like Sir Beatrice's ability to find it?
He's hoping Sir Beatrice finds it and keeps the promises she's made about not sinning anymore.
She's made up.
He's
She's
he's
made
been
up
down to the
promises.
torture chambers. He doesn't like what he sees in there.
Okay. This might be a good opportunity. I guess this will come down to die rolls. If you want to develop a new passion for your squires,
Hmm.
that will be yeah. I don't know
Grail?
where we would put it though. Can
Maybe
we
You
put it
put it in
under
their
Just put it
skills.
under skills and call it.
can we though?
Passion.
Can we add them a skill? I don't think we can.
I don't think we can. Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
no.
I
I
thought
just
there.
put under my
It's
character skills
it's
and
just
write
like
down.
squire skill.
Oh, I thought there was like an add button. Oh,
There
it's
is
their
for
fourth
regular
skill is flexible
skills.
5.
Yeah,
Yeah, there
Yeah.
is for regular
that's
skills.
what I'm talking about.
Okay. Well, so I was thinking a passion for their knights. So,
Oh,
like,
that works.
yeah,
But not like they want to fuck them. Just they want to like help them. It'd be cool.
yeah, exactly. Otherwise, it would default to the squire role. But I think making it a different statistic could be interesting.
That's how much they believe in the knight, not themselves.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Okay, so 3d6 plus 1. Because, yeah, they're still squires. 3d6 plus 1? Does that sound reasonable?
I think that's right.
Okay. I mean, I know that's like the default of rolling anything.
Yeah. Plus 1.
And it can just be like loyalty knight, right?
Yeah, I just put Squire loyalty.
Yeah, that's fine. And then, Jonah, do you want us to roll that for Squabby?
Sure.
Okay.
Which you get, squabs?
10.
10.
10. Walter, looks like you got a high number.
Yep, he's really hoping this thing works.
And Sweet Lass, you got a 12.
Mm-mm. Yeah, 12.
Oh, a 12, 13, because it's
Plus
plus 1.
1.
Sorry. Yeah, okay. Wonderful. Hopes Beatrice stops sinning.
Because Jesus Christ, there's so much sin.
So much sinning. Almost all of the sinning. Her whole past is full of sins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a lot.
It's just a lot. But also in the name of Jesus.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So only true believers and hopes Beatrice stops sinning. Is Walter concerned about anything if they fail to achieve the Grail?
Uh, well, Beatrice's whole family line have sinned nonstop with torture chambers and stuff. So I think the whole family line will be condemned to some awful fate if they don't succeed.
Well, is Walter like worried about, I don't know, his
And he'll be.
family in relation to
I
that?
feel like he also. Hmm, I feel like he's a second cousin or
Oh, he's a
something.
second cousin? Okay, that's fine. So he can be
Yeah,
concerned
he's
for the
like
family.
yeah, he's like related, so I can add him later.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Concern for the downfall of the family. Yep, that's makes sense. All right, and then Sir Bradwin for Squabby.
Squab's been learning a different perspective on the Grail. Rather than the like Christian understanding of it, we have a Fey understanding.
Oh, so there is also a pagan interpretation of the Grail.
What's
Uh,
that?
Ooh.
I don't know. It's like a cauldron of plenty that is also supposed to like symbolize like the bounty of Mother Earth and whatnot. So it's like the chalice of the goddess or the cauldron of whatever Celtic.
Dagda
Yeah, exactly.
that has corned beef and
Yeah,
cabbage.
yep, yep. It's
Limitless corned beef and
exactly endless
cabbage.
corned beef and cabbage. You got it. So it's like nourishing and, can feed, like end starvation basically is this whole magical thing of giving. And yeah, also there's some womb symbology there. So,
So is that similar to what the Fae would believe, you think?
they could have well, so for the Fae, we in terms of what is actually going to happen or what they fear. So, uh, whatever Emperor yesterday, right? He visited during or prior to the Grail appearing, and he said, "Oh, when the Grail is achieved, then the connection between our two worlds will be severed." So, whatever shape the Grail takes, it doesn't really matter. But once it is achieved, the human world and the Fey world will be separated.
Once the Grail, what, like,
Is
is,
found by people.
uh-huh,
Yeah.
okay. So then my character would, like, maybe want to bury it and hide it so the Fey world doesn't go away.
Okay.
Or maybe, or actually, like, maybe, I don't know. That depends on how, like, maybe we want to, like, we want that. We want to end up on one side, you know? Like, what would Frisk's character do?
Well, I'm asking about Squabby right now. So what's Squabby think?
Well, shit. Squabby has not,
Maybe Scrobby wants to be on the right side.
Whatever that ends up being.
I mean, if the mortal realm and the fairy realm are going to get split, I know which side I want to be on.
Right?
yeah, Squabby's not sure, but Squabby knows that, like, she'd like to see her fam again someday.
Okay.
And so she's just like really on the fence, right? She's not sure, and like it's going to be a moment of truth when she does
Like
discover.
yeah, yes, the mortal world is probably in need of this grail because this terrible wasteland thing, but also once we find it, I might not be able to get back to my family again.
Yeah, or at least once we do, got to calculate real quick like how to get to the other side.
Yep. Okay.
Got to be an opportunist, a shithead opportunist about it.
Okay. And so she's like kind of if her chances are greater if the grail is not found.
She's gonna like play hot potato and throw it to Jonesy.
Yeah, like no, not the grail. Hi May.
Hello.
How's it going?
Uh-oh. You missed a whole thing last session.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. But you guys we can fill her in. Uh or I can fill her in. May, do you want me to fill you in?
whatever. Sure.
The TLDR is that we are now embarking on the quest for the Holy Grail. So
Yeah.
what is the name of your squire?
Let me check.
Okay.
I think it was Kale.
Yes, that makes sense. All right, and
Gale.
then
Yes. A name that makes
Jonah,
sense.
what does Squabby think is an obstacle that will be between, the Chevaliers and the Grail?
Her own indecision.
Wow.
Like, she wants to do right by the group, but also, if she ends up in the Fey Realm forever, like, fuck them. She's, she respects them more than that. She just doesn't, like, it's going to be a quick goodbye. Very Irish.
Okay. Uh, and then, okay, we'll wait for Sir Henri to get in the app. But yeah, so there was a visitation. The Holy Grail came and visited Camelot. Galahad was revealed, and he's supposedly going to be the best knight in the world. He's played by John Boyega, and he was like given a seat at the round table. There's a chair with his name already on it, And then the Holy Grail came and visited everybody, and everybody was so moved by the spirit that they swore to go and seek the Grail. Some at all costs, some are just swearing to go chase after it for like a year and a day. Um, but right now we're trying to figure out what our Grail Quest is going to look like, because it could take any number of shapes, but I want to make sure that we have a good, I don't know, closing for the Grail Quest, because outside, the plot for the game once we return to the regular Pendragon track is like pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of room for exploration or like checking out weird stuff that may not have ever been mentioned. Um, and then that'll be it. So the Twilight period is kind of going to be, I don't know, less sandboxy. So this is our last or our last opportunity to flop around in the Pendragon sandbox in an opportunity, whatever. I'm saying just words now.
Flop and drop.
Yeah, flop and drop.
Flop, drop, and
It's our
roll.
last time to flop, drop, and roll. Exactly. So for Kale, right, your squire, Sir
Mm,
Henri, what
mhm.
rumors have they heard about the Grail? They're being dragged on this quest because, otherwise they stay home and maybe eat plague or yellow pestilence again.
Mhm.
So, has Kale heard any rumors about obstacles between them and the Grail, or between anybody and the Grail?
Well, he knows it's probably gonna be difficult, but he's he has a good feeling about this,
Okay, good feeling.
and he feels loyal to his master.
Well, then we're gonna see about that. So roll 3d6 and add 1. We've generated loyalties for the squires towards their knights.
10.
So 10. Okay. Kale joins Squabby in the camp of 10 loyalty. So you can add
Oh,
that
that's
as a skill and
Kale.
just have it be called Squire loyalty or Knight loyalty or something like that.
Kale loyalty.
That's fine. And what does Kale imagine is going to happen when Sir Henri achieves the Grail?
Lots of glory,
Lots of
and
glory.
maybe a nice woman
Maybe a nice
will
woman.
dote on him and have some kale babies.
Whoa. And have Kale babies. Okay. She's just gonna appear, or where is this nice woman gonna be found?
Well, maybe like at a feast or a ball,
A feast or ball. Okay, alright. Cool,
if
Kale.
balls exist.
I mean, dances certainly do. Okay. Um, Lad,
Hmm.
where are you likely to go searching for the Grail?
We don't have any clues or anything.
What clues do you have? I'm not gonna give you any clues. You tell me what clues you have.
Well, the ghost Grail didn't give us any clues.
No, it's just like, yeah, the Ghost Grail just appeared, and then everybody is like, oh, okay, I guess we'll go find you, and everybody goes in like a million random directions.
Oh, so like what's like Lancelot and Galahad doing?
Are you just gonna trail them? Is that your
Yeah,
idea?
I mean, maybe. Or I go consult with the Lady of the Lake, maybe. Is she
Okay,
still
all right. So we'll have that as a scene. Um, well, actually, well, yeah. What would the Lady of the Lake tell you?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
saved her ass from the Black Knight way back in the day and asked nothing of her.
it's true. Okay. Well, she's gonna say it's far away, right? Because that's typically what these people say. It's far away. Is it across the water or is it on the same, is it on the island of whatever, Britain?
Britannia?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you gotta choose.
But where did like I'm not actually that familiar with the legend
Oh, it could be anywhere.
regardless. Oh.
Yeah.
Go back to France again, where
Okay.
we murdered all those French people.
I mean, okay. Yes. Could possibly be on the continent.
You could still probably be more fitting if it were on Britannia. But then again, if it were on Britannia, there probably wouldn't be this huge curse wasteland growing.
That's one of the popular theories, right? Well, if it can't be here because here is all shitty, so it's got to be someplace that's not so shitty. Okay, so France, that works. And then what is Sir Elad afraid of?
Martyrdom, horrible fate that awaits him.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Mortality.
Just in general.
Hey.
Okay. What about your legacy? Do you care about your legacy at all?
Not really.
No. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, Sir Beatrice, where, or do you have any clues to further Grail indicators?
Hmm.
Right now, you've got a solid lead from the Lady of the Lake. Says it could be in France.
What happened to Merlin?
What did happen to Merlin?
Didn't he? Well, we heard rumors he died, I think.
You heard rumors that he died, and then you also found like a tomb or a monument that has some candles on it, and the inscription says these candles will remain lit until Merlin dies. And every once in a while, someone gets bored enough to go check, and the candles are always lit.
Huh.
So if you're asking if the candles are still lit, the answer is yes.
Mm-hmm. Does Merlin have any other places that I don't know, hung out around,
So
had
Merlin
had a
went to a
study
lot of
in?
places in his day. He went to like Egypt, and he went to like France and China and Israel. Maybe he went to like the land of the giants.
What is that, like Finland?
Yeah, it could be like Denmark.
I meant more specifically, does he have like a tower anywhere full of notes that might say, "Here's where the Holy Grail is"?
Wizard Tower.
Yeah.
If he had Wizard Tower, he most certainly has a Wizard Tower. Why wouldn't he have a Wizard Tower? He's Merlin.
Yeah.
It's
He
not
doesn't.
it's not in England though, because he didn't want Morgan getting her grubby little hands on his Wizard Tower.
You need like a wizard whistle to summon Merlin.
Summon Merlin. All right, so yeah, definitely
Oh
a
yeah, what
Wizard
about Morgan
Tower.
Le Fay? What is she doing? Is she dead?
No, she's alive as far as I know. She's up in Orkney. That's the rumor.
I have a hag living in one of my manors.
Yeah.
I guess I already used Lady of the Lake, but it's always that. I don't remember what the hag was from. She was the lady who was trapped in the one city or whatever.
Oh, yeah, the Wine City hag.
I think so. And then, well, she
And
was like a regular woman, and then when the castle fell, she like turned back into her.
yeah, yeah, when the castle fell because the dikes broke and it got flooded, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, she's around. Okay. She'll probably accompany you to France, right?
Along with my witch character is still alive that I never played because
Oh yeah, she's just sleeping.
She's just, yep,
sleeping all the time.
sleeping away. Well, I'll
Cast
get,
one little
yeah.
spell.
She's got. Let's say for the purposes of this version of the Grail Quest, you've got one get out of jail free card, but you have to remember to use it.
Resenia.
Oh, hello.
Sorry about the momentary. I
Oh,
was
you're
gone for a
fine.
minute.
We
Getting in.
didn't get to you yet. So Sir Beatrice, Merlin
Hmm?
places slash his wizard tower. Any
Hmm.
other locations that you would want to check for the Grail or have heard rumors?
Probably the Holy Land.
The Holy Land? Yeah, that makes sense.
It just makes the most sense. Yeah, let's just go grave Robin in Jesus's tomb. Double check.
Hey, it could be Jesus's tomb, or like the house where everybody got visited by the snake tongues of Christ.
Yeah.
Right? When he comes and he speaks parcel tongue to everybody. Whose house is that? Is that Peter's house? Let's just call it the house of Peter. Could be John. Could be anybody. I'll have to look it up because that's Pentecost, right? That's the feast that you celebrate every year.
Hmm.
Is that occurrence?
I've never.
Is the Vatican a thing yet? I
You've
forget.
been to Rome. You
Oh
saw the
yeah.
Pope.
Oh yeah. I don't remember that at all, but oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean he like
Yeah.
crowned King Arthur the Emperor of the world.
Yeah, cool. We might rob him too.
Okay, so potentially Rome.
Yes. See, this is the path to not sinning. Robbing the Pope.
Robbing the can't steal from God, right?
Oh, we're all his anyways.
Yeah, there we go. There's no property. Wonderful. All right, Sir Bradwin, what places would you and yours be searching for the Grail, or have heard rumors of possible Grail sightings? Because everybody's just wandering in directions.
Oh boy. Could it be in a Fey realm?
It could,
I think that's where I would go.
or you might need to pass through the Fey realm to get there.
Yeah, like on the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
You
go.
might have to go to the other side to get to the other side.
Let's go looking around that way.
Wonderful. Okay. Any special I don't know method of getting to this Fey realm?
Oh shit.
It's okay if the answer is I don't know.
Boats,
Boats. Fair enough.
which I'm not good at, so I'm gonna have to recruit who is not
Somebody
here
who
with
likes
us.
boats. Yeah.
Anyone whose family loves boats.
Yeah. It's okay. I don't have any boat encounters listed on my list of tools. Did not.
Maybe it's winged boat. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sir Henri, where do you think the Grail is? Or where would you go look for it?
I think it's in some kind of water or lake thing.
In some kind of water or lake thing. Okay. Is it what is keeping just anybody from going into this water or lake thing?
Um,
Is it at the bottom of the
I
lake
think
thing?
like it probably has to do with like the grail will only reveal itself to like someone worthy.
Okay.
So it could just be there, but like
Could
it
be.
won't like float to the surface because no
Mm,
worthy person has like revealed itself themselves.
to reveal themselves. So you gotta get naked.
Gotta get naked.
Gotta get naked.
So I guess Lady of the Lake is seems like a good start.
Yeah, she says it's somewhere in France.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Or to
I
French
feel like
it
she's
at
Lake.
least
lying
says
out
to
her
look
ass.
for it in France. Maybe not like it is in France, but she's like, yeah, go look in France.
Leave me alone. Go look in France.
Right? You're like, okay, I guess I'll go look in France. Okay. That's all well and good. And then all right. Um unresolved plots. Let's start here. Sir Elad, do you have any unresolved plots you want to tie up?
I think so.
What was that?
I don't think so.
Okay, alright. All plots resolved. Except for the Grail Quest. Alright, Sir Beatrice, what about yourself?
I mean, there's the whole Mordred thing. Whatever happened with that?
Well, he's going on the Grail Quest too. He swore a less severe oath. He's gonna be searching for a year and a day.
Yeah, everyone who said a year a day is pussies.
Right?
I think the only thing Beatrice wants to do is lock away the torture chamber.
Lock away the torture chamber?
Yeah, brick it over.
Oh. Okay.
Because
Well,
obviously it's like below the basement.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah.
It's down a level or two, and it's probably for the best that it stay down there.
Well, I can't spell torture to save my life. There we go. I don't know what that other word was.
portraiture.
It was like tortudery. Yeah.
Retreatery.
Tortudery is like an assortment of torture devices, right? When
Yeah,
the torturer is like, check a look at this things, and it's like a whole table. It's the tortudery board. I don't know.
I got a metal bag full of metal stuff, and I got a thing you get in full of metal stabby stuff, and
Yep.
then I got a different thing that pulls you.
And I got this ointment.
You'll love it. You're gonna have a great time.
These fine wooden sticks. Yeah.
Tell all your friends.
Invite them. Alright, so Bradwood, what about you? Plots unresolved. They don't have to be related to you. They could be, bigger than that.
Who that?
You. Plots unresolved. Legends
just
not
looking.
visited.
I was just looking for stuff because now that I can see my character sheet, can you come back to me?
Yes. Sir Henri. Oh, May disappeared. There she is. Parts of the Pendragon legend that you would like to resolve before, the end here. Either related to your character or just like, hey, we've never done this. It would be cool to do this thing.
We don't know where Merlin is, right?
It's true.
Find
Yeah.
Merlin.
Find Merlin. Alright.
Yeah, that'd be chill.
I'm hearing a lot of find Merlin. Okay. Sir Bradwin's taking a look at his history. Let's see. Who has access to this sheet? Sir Beatrice, I'm gonna give you access to Sir Roland's sheet. See if there's anything in there you think he might be interested in throwing his hat in, and then we can fill in things for Sir Belisarius.
Y'all remember the yellow pestilence?
Yes.
Can we get revenge on the forces that made that so?
Well, I think that's the finding the Grail will be kind of the end all there.
Okay.
Yeah, the pestilence seems to be like a symptom of the wasteland.
Oh, right. It
Yep.
continues. I forgot it just wasn't like an isolated thing.
Yep. No.
I have a little bit of intrigue in a kid that I had, Ymir, who's listed as the son of King Arthur in the sagas, vaguely hinted that he was killed by Arthur and buried in Wales at Lycat Ymir.
Okay, so it's just his name is the same.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's workable in any way.
Well, he's your kid, right?
Right, but he hasn't died yet, at least as far as the game goes.
Got it. Okay.
So maybe he did, and we tell a flashback, or he
No, that's
meets
fine.
his end.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I can work with that.
Heimer. Is my volume okay?
Yeah, you're just fine. Okay, and then for Sir Belisarius, do we recall anything for him that was unresolved?
Belisarius.
I mean, I have some things, but I didn't know if anybody had been. Yeah, for Rambo's character.
Not that I can think of, but if you
Okay.
put the sheet in front of us, maybe.
Sure. You want to take a look at it? I mean, I don't know how if there are notes on here.
Yeah.
All, right.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
I will give you the access.
Roll20 is getting too fucky to function.
Okay, I have given you the access to Sir Belisarius.
Yeah, merci.
He's like from the continent. He's like Occitanian, I think. Uses a bow, has a great lance. Best friends with Sir Gawain. So I got all that.
Constantinople, not from Istanbul.
Right.
We got a Bellison and a Bellyback and a Bellaria and a girl.
Yes, yeah, his children.
Baby Belly. Sir Gawain is my friend. That's a big old retinue of two.
And then I guess you could roll his dice to develop his squire loyalty, and then add that. And Sir Beatrice, if you want to do the same for Sir Roland.
Squire loyalty.
Yep.
Damn, he gets a good roll. So we put it in like amongst our own passions, but it says like squire passion.
You add it as a skill. That way it'll be close to where the squire stats are. I mean, whatever works for y'all. I don't care where it goes. You could write it down on a piece of paper, so long as you remember it.
Well, I gotta list it for Rambows.
Did you have a chance to peruse Sir Roland's sheet and history, Sir Beatrice? Did you have anything that came to mind? It's okay if you don't.
Love of boats.
Yeah.
Boats.
I think we got that one figured out.
Okay. Yeah, he does a lot of note taking, so it's a bit to read.
Got it. Okay.
He's got a bunch of manners. Damn.
Yeah.
I had access to the sheet from before, so.
Yep. Oh, I know. I was like, oh wow.
Him keeping track of glory is a lot.
Epic gear, lot of murder, raid on Silchester, went questing to Cornwall. Another son, fucking changeling.
Oh yeah, it's like his whole family history. Yeah.
Something about a stone house.
Yes. Y'all remember the stone house, right?
I might have skipped that one.
You found like a lady that was like, "Oh help, save me!" And then there was like a stone house that was full of like magical bullshit.
Oh, yeah,
And it like exploded. And the earth shook. And then
Did he die in that? What happened?
No one died in that. And it had like a weird symbol on the door or whatever. And I think we have that as a handout. Yes, the esoteric insignia that was on the stone house.
Oh yeah. The stick that's probably more than a stick.
Yeah, I mean you don't know what it means, but you definitely recognize it if you saw it again.
Well, did he get ensorcelled or bamboozled by the esoteric insignious power?
I don't think so.
Oh, what does what his what did his tarot say again?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course. Sir Roland's. Here's Sir Roland's cards. So his past was the Tower, his current was the Star, and seeking guidance, and then his future is the Empress. And
The
then
tower and the star being upside down matter
yeah,
significantly.
kind of. They're not great. Uh, why won't it won't let me make big. Stop. Yeah,
Kind
I
of a
mean Mudwife is here. May could tell you what his reading was significant for.
I have to pull up my spreadsheet. Hold on. The mock wife spreadsheet.
If it inspires y'all at all.
I mean, it definitely inspired me to take Beatrice in a new direction.
Cool, cool. Oh, and
You're
then
asking
if you want to
for
see, I could get you Sir Belisarius' cards up as well, right?
tower reverse is catastrophe. But it could be a good thing because you realize some things and you have some spiritual growth and you could be holding on to things from the past. So you should try to build something new. And then the star reversed means you could be feeling hopeless, that perhaps difficult situations in the past have drained you of your lust for life and your faith in the universe's plan for you. It doesn't mean that they actually are hopeless. You just feel hopeless. So like you could change your attitude. Looking at the night sky would inspire you. And then the Empress was you'll meet an ideal woman or you'll meet a very powerful woman that will change your life. Or you could have a child that will become very powerful.
Oh, special baby.
Yeah.
I think that was very much the case. Lots of special babies coming out of that relationship.
Yeah, Cheriton. Just Cheriton.
Just Chowderton. Oh, right. I know what I was gonna write down. Okay.
Yeah, Frisk really had the bloodline that I wanted to have.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
All right.
It's just funny how it ended up.
Anybody have more feedback for Sir Roland? I got some good bits out of that and from other stuff, but yeah. Anybody have any more input?
Now, unless we want to go back to the Janet days.
No, that's fine. We don't need to do that. It was rough. I'm glad that plot line was resolved.
Whew.
All right, so let's move on to Sir Belisarius. So, May, if you want to give us his reading.
Um, Seven Pentacles, this means this manages money very well. Page Wands reversed. There could be a young lazy person or someone that's gonna bear a message that tells you or inspires you to wake up to new ideas. Chariot reverse means your horse could fail you when you're like at the moment that you're facing a formidable foe. Yeah, there could be just unexpected events during battle. like your will to win is not enough. Your horse could really fail you.
What I'm hearing is his horse is gonna fail him.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Um,
He does
anybody have
experience a lot of
anything
horse death.
else to add? Yeah, yeah, it could be rough. Or are we good to move on? I have a lot of notes and I've got enough to make us something pretty solid. So, but I want to make sure we get everybody's, I don't know, 2 cents. So, Sir Blue to
Eh,
Berry, final Grail Quest / King Arthur Pendragon must do's.
Must do's
Yeah, must do's.
like during the Grail Quest.
Yes. Or for before the end of the campaign.
Oh no, I think I said everything.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Sir Bradwin, must do's.
I think I'm satisfied love wise. I'm wondering if anybody has a last romantic entanglement to.
Entanglement.
um, no, if I remember something late, it'll be later. I'm probably good.
That's fine. Okay. Sir Beatrice.
I'm good.
Okay. And then Sir Elad, any must do's? Final check in here. Take that as a no. Okay. Alrighty. All right. So that's it for today's session. Because now I'm gonna go write our tailor-made Grail quest for us.
Oh damn.
Yes. Yes. So I have
Okay.
my ideas plus your ideas equal the Grail quest of ideas. But we need, stats and scenes and characters to pad all that out.
Oh, I
And
didn't realize you were making customizing it for all of us.
Yes, yes. So with that
That's
information in
cool.
mind, do you have more things to add?
No,
Okay.
aside from you're very cool for doing this.
I mean, it's the only opportunity any of us will ever have.
they call
I mean,
me
there are people who run
Tim.
the Great Pendragon campaign more than once, but I don't want to turn into that person.
Nah, we've done what 3 or 4 years of it.
I'm
I'd
happy to
probably
just
kill
have
you
done
in your
it one
sleep.
time and have that be the time.
I'd
Yep.
probably kill you in your sleep if you were to do it
Right?
again.
I would never do it again. Like, like, don't blame me. I mean, I've had a lot of fun and it was amazing, but I don't think I would do it again. Yeah. Maybe in like 20 years if,
I would do it, again for the first time.
right? Yeah, for sure. I would do it again for the first time. Absolutely. Yes, that's a great way to put it. Uh, but okay, wonderful. I have all the tools. I have everything I need, sirs. I will I will get cracking. So yeah, we'll be ready to roll more dice next week. Let me check. Let me check. The 15th. When is my flight? Never mind. So it won't be until the 29th of July. So that's when we will have our Grail Quest, I don't know, begin in earnest, is the 29th of July.
20. Okay, so the next session, or that's
Yeah,
gonna
that'll be
be.
the next session.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gone the 15th, and then also the 22nd, and May is gone the 22nd. So, yeah.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
I'm going to Washington, and then I'm going to Washington. I'm going to stop the recording.